My name is Lisa Goldor. I am 44 years old. I'm a registered nurse, and I've been doing CrossFit since March, so I think that's about 6 months. And then I did CrossFit once before for maybe about a year. Growing up, I think I would say fairly active. I would say athletic. I had a sporty family. I played field hockey in high school. I was supposed to play in college, but I had to get my appendix out my freshman year, orientation week. I played tennis. My family we all played tennis. We played doubles together. Even when I was little, it was about sports and competitiveness. I don't think it was ever about working out, and I don't think it was ever towards a goal of being healthy. I don't think that connection at my age really was why you were doing what you were doing. In college, didn't work out at all. I remember there was a gym that opened up at my college, and all the girls would go just to meet boys, but that was pretty much my working out evolution.
So what about CrossFit? How did CrossFit enter the picture?
When my son turned 18 months, I decided that I couldn't call it pregnancy weight anymore. So when he was 18 months old, I decided I have to do something. And I like to work towards a goal, so I started biking because I like to go somewhere and do something. So I did bike rides. I got a hybrid bike, and I did the cancer ride for 60 miles, and I worked towards things. I did a 150 mile over 2 day, the MS 150, and that was sort of my first, let's figure out how to get healthy, let's figure out how to get your weight down. At one point, I decided that I wasn't a biker. I wasn't gonna get clips, and I wasn't gonna get a road bike. And then I got into triathlons because I'm like, oh, isn't that perfect? It's a little bit of running, a little bit of swimming, a little bit of biking. It was like the tapas meal of exercise. I did triathlons for a little bit, and then I pretty much have tried every single exercise up until then. And then I heard about CrossFit, and of course it was a fad that I had to try. So I did it for about a year, and I loved certain aspects of it. And then for personal reasons, I stopped doing it and then was afraid to try it again. Because I think even though I did it and I enjoyed it, I was always a little bit afraid of it. I always wanted to get back into it, and there were certain things that were holding me up, probably from my experience before, that I didn't get back into it.
So how did you find us?
Somebody posted on Facebook, so I said, oh, that's where they are now, so let me give it a try. I loved the idea of small class sizes. That was very attractive to me. The idea that this was the closest thing I could get to personal training without paying for personal training. CrossFit Kanna really it checks all my boxes for working out. It is challenging. And that's, I think, where especially the weightlifting comes in. It's something that you wouldn't normally do in your everyday life, and that most people don't do, so it makes you feel like a badass, and it makes you feel accomplished. I like the fact that you really do, because you're being challenged, you're not thinking about your everyday life. So it's an escape for an hour, and you forget about everything going on. And even as I've started a new job and I have a 3-hour commute and life is crazy, I'm still making it here consistently because I know how it makes me a better person on every other aspect of my life out of here. It is super welcoming. From someone who's been to over a dozen different workout, gyms, it really is. Even if you are an introvert like I am, it really is hard to not want to smile and laugh and enjoy that hour that you're here. And we always joke around about it being therapy, but it really is. I mean, it's a really great place to work out. As much as I could try and convince somebody to come work out, I think people have to get out of their way of thinking that CrossFit is too hard. I think that that's the biggest, oh my gosh, you CrossFit? What do you that's so hard, how do you not get hurt? And I think the biggest message is that if you go somewhere where you're well supported and that you won't get hurt, because no one's gonna let you get hurt, people just get caught up on it's too hard and this preconceived notion of what CrossFit is. And I just try my very hardest to explain to them that it could be so much better than that and so much more. And a lot of these people who even aren't working out, and just the idea of what working out can do for them.